Innovation Council of IMT College of Law has always striven to inculcate a spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship among our students, and this activity is a part of such our efforts. A successful entrepreneur is someone who starts and runs their own business. These businesses sometimes offer novel solutions to common problems or fill unmet needs. A successful entrepreneur sees things a bit differently than most other people, taking strategic risk to develop and bring a product or service to the market. Today, we have two eminent speakers from IMT Group, Mr. Sudhir Arora Sir, Associate Professor, IMT College of Pharmacy, and Dr. Rajiv Ranjan Sir, Assistant Professor from IMT College of Management as our guest. They have kindly agreed to be a part of today's workshop. Heartiest welcome to both our resource persons. So without much delay, let us begin with the workshop. I request Mr. Sudhir Arora Sir to please address the students about entrepreneurship skills.
First I would like to thank IMT College of Law for giving me the opportunity to be here and have a discussion with our students of law so that we can have a fruitful interaction, we can have vision for the future, we can have creation of various things which can exist in our mind. So let us have go ahead with this. The topic given to me is it's about entrepreneurship. I'm working as a associate professor in IMT College of Pharmacy. More than a decade I've given to my teaching, but I have always found connect with the students. It's really there. I always feel students are like youth of our country. They are like backbone to our nation. Even famous scientist Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has already said that what is our strength of our India? It's about youth of our country. We cannot say go for materialistic approach here, but the intellect we have with us in the form of youth and blend of experience of the mentorship of the teachers and various experienced people, various renowned scientists, ultimately gives us a aura and a knowledge which can do miracles. Several programs already been on platforms, online platforms and media which are already going on, like Shark Tank, you might have known. So several people are coming up with the ideas with their smart approach and giving their contribution in development of economy of our country and giving new ideas. So ideas keep coming because youths are there. They are going for different approaches and sharing what they feel, what they perceive and what they look for solutions of various problems. If we talk about in general about entrepreneurship, basically it's a kind of activity which some person start to like a business is starting, going for an idea and giving it a shape to create a profit, to create a business. There are several aspects which can be felt if we talk about entrepreneurship. If I talk about importance of entrepreneurship, it can be like creation of employment. So any nation, any person who is going for study, have some skills, generally expect a kind of profit generation in their life. The profit can come through in the form of a job, it can come through form of a business, it can come through different angles. So creation of employment, I really feel it's a very important task. Suppose I am going for a business, if I am giving job to somebody, it's a matter of pride for me. It's a matter of cutting the load of at least people are getting job. I can think like that also. So there can be several levels. Once you start job, after performance you get appraisals, you grow well and generate more better life in your as well as in your family as well as society as well. If I talk about second factor, it can be innovation. Innovation, no doubt, is leading to a competition. Like आप काफ़ी सारे मतलब बहुत सारे बच्चे इंडिया के अंदर पढ़ते हैं, थ्रू आउट वर्ल्ड पढ़ते हैं, तो हर किसी का माइंड आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स सोच सकता है, थोड़ा डिफरेंट एंगल से सोच सकता है. तो यदि हम इफ वी वांट टू गो फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, like if you want to start a business, we want to work on an idea, definitely we can copy somebody or we can work on some new idea. So it can boost us to create an innovative approach for any kind of problem which is already existing in the market. There can be. So like yesterday I saw example, like maybe it is old but I'm just sharing, like straightening of hairs. Maybe 5 years back there may not be any kind of equipment or like combing equipment which is putting your hair straight. Like the way grooming industry is growing, cosmetic industry is growing, the way like expressing yourself, whether in like girls, whether in boys, or even like at any age, it is coming up. So such ideas are existing in the market. Like Philips product, it was like, I also felt yeah, it's a very useful idea. So it can be a entrepreneurship, definitely giving rise to innovation among the mind of youth, because youth want to do something, they want to share their ideas, they want to like set up a business so that they can prove like Maslow's theory. If I talk, we want to connect Maslow's theory, like generally connect, like they want to boost the ego, it gives you satisfaction. Food and shelter are generalized requirement, like boosting your ego is giving something like more satisfaction. So like if we are going for something innovative, something new, it is also saying like I'm getting yes, I'm getting popularity, yes, I've done this, I've made this. So Steve Jobs example, one of the famous example, he always aspired for the quality products. Right now he's not with us, but the way iPhone is accepted in the worldwide, so it is getting that level of reputation, it is still existing, like as a form of product, people are getting it, rating it like highest valued product. Impact of society and community development. There can be several business, like there can be any kind of idea which can help society as well, like any kind of product which can be like healthcare product, or which can be like giving solution to certain problems. Like if I talk about sanitary issues, like Akshay Kumar movie we have seen already, like it's about toilet. So if that appliances, that things would have not been there, how that can be like passed on to village areas. So definitely new things are coming up, helping development of society as well. There are several examples, even in general life you can find out. So no doubt it is putting impact on society, it is putting impact on community development. If I correlate the same point with the development of society in your mind, like as a youth, if you are doing something, you are creating employment, that employment automatically nourishing your society, running the family expenses of several people who are living in the villages as well. Like there can be several like agriculture products which are coming into the market, which are helping in development of rural areas as well. More productivity, if I talk about like various agriculture practices like wheat production, rice production, or something else which is related to like audible items. One of the benefit which is like standard of living, we are getting new products, like we are getting fascinating cars in the market, we are getting mobiles, we are getting like different kind of gadgets in the market, we are getting different healthcare products. There are several companies like Amway, for example, Vestige, different companies are there, different MLM companies are there which are getting new products with the new brands, new combinations. And so, and certain entrepreneurship, like some people are coming up into the market and getting new things as well. So all this was effort of a entrepreneurship abilities which were taken in the past and has led to development of standard of living. Like our standard of living is getting, sometimes we are getting clothes at cheaper rates as well. There are several brands in the market. We can have clothes in our range as well with a beautified designs as well. So we can have a survey of different kind of products, different kind of categories, and there we are definitely finding that it is raising our standard of living in various points. Next is it supports research, it supports development. If I talk about development, it's a overall broad term. Development, like we are, if I talk about development, if I compare with the old Prachin Kal, if I talk about that, further beyond that, we read in like Pashan, Yug, like that. So huge development has taken place because development is indicating basically like how easy we are living our life, how easy we are communicating with each other, how generalized things which are sticking to our life on daily basis, whether commuting from this place to that place, whether talking to somebody, whether you are like using your household items, whether you are going to the society. So there are several aspects, several practices, several products are being connected with us which are getting into our life. It is just and just because of the entrepreneurship abilities of the people. Like I give the example of Carl Benz, who is the owner of like different famous car brand, Mercedes Benz. He 100 years back he would have thought like I will create a car like would be popular and it would be quality. So right now it is working on. Right, it's like all around. So when a car can come into the market as a entrepreneurship abilities, as a like innovative mind, so no doubt it is putting impact on development as well. Like aircrafts are existing in the world. So someone would have thought 100 years back, like Wright brothers if I talk about, they were given the idea like one day such things will be possible, like we can move from one country to another through air tract. So in this way things are coming up. Basically all these things are coming because research is also going on. Research is giving rise to like innovative minds. So new things are coming up which are as a result of research only. So if I go for entrepreneurship, definitely I would like to have a scientist, I would like to connect a person who can give something new. And as a myself, I also can go for something new. I can produce a product which can be sponsored later on. So there can be several scientific minds, several innovative minds. So ultimately it is giving an indicative of research only. So in this way, if I talk about this importance of entrepreneurship, it is looking justified. Any point you can, it can become from audience side, anything. Any importance you feel unique, like I am not shared here, you can also share. So let's move to next point. If I talk about characteristics of entrepreneurship, suppose you want to be entrepreneur, what characteristic you must have inside you which can help you in being a better, more better, successful, smooth entrepreneur. So there are several qualities, like if we talk about ability to take risk. Suppose I have idea, I want to do something. There will be investment of or expenditure of, there will be like money involvement, there will be time involvement. Ultimately we have time, we have money, and no doubt if our time is taken, it can be 2 years, it can be 3 years, it can be 4 years. So we are putting a stake. So we are investing the time, but at the same time there is a risk also. So as an entrepreneur, we have to take risk. We can be calculative, we can fix to certain limits, but we have to take risk. We have to put our time on risk. We have to put our time, efforts as well. If I talk about innovation, you have to be innovative. Like some product is existing in the market. Suppose shaving cream, if I talk about, the cream form was available. Later on, gel form also came. Somebody would have thought, nah, let it be gel form now. It can attract the customers. It can be easy to use. It is less sticky. Water based, like glycerin can be there. So it came actually. In the similar way, several products are coming up in the market. So innovation is no doubt our requirement. If I personally cannot be innovative, then I can have approach to get this innovation through somebody's help. But ultimately my purpose is working, that I am looking for a innovation. I can take help of my friend, I can take help of some professional who is expert in this. Whatever idea, I can get it there, then I can put up further. Next is visionary. You must have vision. Like if you don't have sapna, then you cannot get like in future like what I want to be. So visionary mind is required. No doubt, you would like to have dream before you reach there. So ultimately, we have to keep a vision, we have to keep a dream, like we want to be this in future, like after 10 years, after 15 years. And several people are doing this. Even my students, 3 to 4 students, already they have set up like some manufacturing unit. They would have thought maybe 6 years back, 5 years back, with the help of their family, but finally they are doing now. So there can be several examples. Leadership quality. Leadership is clearly looking justified. Leadership is very prominent quality. It is required everywhere, whether as a teacher, whether as a businessman, whether as a team captain. Any area, if you want to choose, leadership is automatically smooth quality which is required. You have to let your team get the work done, and with smooth communication, intelligent communication, like lack of like wherever strict approach is required, you have to go for it. Where sweet approach is required, you have to go for it. So leadership implies basically trust and regular communication with your team. So it is basically naturally required that a entrepreneurship, if you want to set up a business in future, whether it is your family business, whether you want to do something new, so leadership is automatically required. Open-minded approach. You have to keep open-minded approach. There can be some personal indifferences when you are leading a team. You have to keep your mind open. Yes, this idea can be useful. I can take it. Even if my enemy has given, I should have like that level of approach. No, it's okay. It's our competitor. We'll not copy him. But you can take the idea and little bit modification, and you are just putting a stock in the market. So it will have definitely. So open-minded approach, no doubtly will help us. Flexible. Flexibility is automatically like more elasticity you have till a limit will definitely help to gel easily with the people and to keep your mind methodological and easily going through wherever required. Know your product. We must be clearly knowing what I want to do in the market, what product I want to go for. Personally, I also feel like if I have clarity of mind and sincerity of action, then automatically with pure heart, I will get it easily, rather confuse mind. So I must know what is my product. Suppose you want to establish law firm, there can be some kind of objective with you that after a span of 10 years, what I want to be in the level of integrity, in the level of popularity, in the level of number of clients I would like to have. Like there must be like what client circle I want to connect with myself after a span of 10 years if I set up a law firm. But there can be some kind of like you must clearly know what you want to do. So clarity of mind will definitely help with your sincerity of action and purity of hearts. You will get there as soon as possible if your efforts are sincere and you are very much optimistic and having practical approach. So these were the characteristics of basically entrepreneurship. There are certain other aspects like there are different level of business. One is small scale entrepreneurship. Like if I talk about the small business entrepreneurship, example is hairdresser, like grocery store, like travel agents unit, like consultant, like plumbing unit. So these are small scale business which are being shared here. Scalable starter business. There are certain business which are scalable, like where you are focused on scalable business and experimental models and do hire the best and brightest employee. So there is you are scaling something for every aspect of your business, like how many employees you want, what is the level of turnover, what is the level of investment, what is the level of budget. So you are scaling your business basically. Third can be large company entrepreneurship, and fourth is social entrepreneurship, like you focus on producing product and services that resolve social needs and problems. So thanks very much, the respective audience. Uh, any question you want to ask, like any query you want to discuss, you're welcome. Or we take off. So I take off with the quotation like stay self-motivated. Thanks very much.
So now I request Dr. Rajiv Ranjan